Hello and welcome back. My name is Joon. If you're new to this channel, I will be your journeyman plumber, and I'm going to give you 5 expectations of a fourth-year apprentice. So, if you are new to the channel, I do have other lists of each year of an apprentice. I hope that you check those out, and I hope that you look to these as you look to your future. Again, if you are new, I am a journeyman plumber. I am still very new to the trade, even though I'm going into my 8th year. And I just want to continue to share some things that I would expect as an apprentice under my wing. So at this point, the 4th year in, the herd becomes separated, and I expect you to be a role model apprentice. And that really is a huge thing in terms of code. Code now is going to be something you're either going to take, or this is going to be something that you need to be already ingrained with your classes and with yourself applying yourself to knowing the code. So this is a 4th year. I expect you to be done going into your 5th year, and this is also depends on if you're new 4th year. This is what I would expect of you as you're finishing your year. 2, being left alone on a project for an area. So prints, layouts, foresight of what else is going to need to happen with other trades. Those are things that hopefully you're gaining the knowledge along the way. So a 4th year ought to be able to go to, let's go to a large gang bathroom. You should be able to look at prints, hopefully reference in other areas the details of other trades, of sparkies, of other possible fixtures or features, of things that you need to look out for, what kind of wall material, what kind of finishes. Those are kinds of things that hopefully you're getting the knowledge and the know-how now that you've come to your 4th year, or hopefully you finish your 4th year. Now you get to know what levels and what's allowed in terms of code, in terms of what urinal water feed, what water closet urinal feed, what height handicap toilets and water closets, and those are the same thing, and urinals, those kinds of codes, and what the distances need to be within stalls. Hopefully those are things that you're starting to apply, and hopefully you can sharpen them now. I would expect you to know that as a 4th year. I would also expect you to have an apprentice from time to time in certain parts of this project. And if you're with a journeyman that you've been with, I'm really seeing you guys as a dual threat where you can piggyback and you understand each other's workflow. So that's something I would look for as a 4th year. The 4th thing is maybe you're going to be running a certain crew. Maybe you'll be running the hangar crew. Maybe you're going to be running different water crew. Maybe it is something that I want to see is, are you able to even order materials from start to finish? What is it that we're going to need to order in order for you to run that area? How long of a foresight of the schedule? Do you need to order that now? Or do you need to have it delivered the next day? What kind of things are you looking at as a 4th year? Number 5, this is where you start defining your career. This is where you start to soak up as much as you can now that you only have 2 years left as an apprentice, as that shield, because you're going to be expected once you turn out, you're a journeyman. All right, so you need to start defining. This is the time to not let up on the gas and start defining more and more of who it is that you are as a journeyman plumber. I would start putting on that coat of experience. Like, I need to be able to be ready and available and knowledgeable. And obviously you're not going to know everything. I get that. But hopefully those skills are starting to be in place. So those would be my 5 expectations of a 4th year apprentice. My final thoughts, really, I want to hammer home a couple of different things is, are you continuing to pursue opportunities as a 4th year? Are you seeking those different avenues of the trades, of the company that you're at, of different interests and things that fascinate you? Are you growing in those different areas? Are you wanting to pursue those different kinds of areas? I would say hopefully your knowledge is growing, and hopefully your efficiency in your skill of plumbing is also growing. And I would also start to really highlight dailies and the need for dailies. And this is something I started doing my 4th year, realizing really it's a cover your own ass. Like, what are you doing on the daily basis? Because if there's things that come back and you would talk to someone about it, you would talk to a PM, you would talk to the GC about all those things that maybe you were seeking details out, and RFI, those are different kinds of terms that you need to be putting down in your own daily journal. And that's to cover your own ass, let's be honest. It's a very high pace and high amount of dollar amount in the trades that you're dealing with. So thanks for tuning in. I hope that you do leave a comment. I expect you journeymen to let me know what you want of a 4th year starting and a 4th year finishing. Those would be some good insights. I appreciate you all, and we'll talk soon.